Hey everybody, welcome into another Monday market update. It's glad you're with me today. Hey look, I'm just gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna stop talking about rates unless there's something important to talk about, because the reality is they're high, they're up there. They finally have gone across the 8% threshold. And that's just how it's gonna be. We're just gonna be there for the next couple of weeks, months. I don't know what to tell you, but when something changes and we have better good news, more good news, then I will let you know that. But until then, we're just gonna cruise on and tell you what you can do now based upon higher interest rates. And then we'll talk about other market impacts and forces at work. So I wanted to give you just a little bit of information today about the current Memphis market and let you know kind of where we're at. Dug in kind of deeper into these numbers from 2019, because I've told you before, like basically where we're at right now is kind of comparable to where we were in 2019. And I'm a nerd and I love numbers and stats, so I dug into those in the MLS that we have. And in August of 2019, so August to September, so the 2-month period of 2019, because I don't have October data yet because we're still in October. But homes sold in 45 days on average. I've got my notes here. And sold at 97.9% of their list price. The homes with 5+ bedrooms took the longest to sell, on average at 66 days. So if you got a home with 5+ bedrooms, they all typically take a little bit longer. They take about 20 to 50% longer to sell than homes with 3 bedrooms. 3-bedroom homes sell the fastest, according to the data. However, in 2019, 18% of homes expired. 18% of listings expired, which is really interesting. That means 1 out of every 5 homes did not sell during their listing period. Could that be because they had shorter listing periods than now? Could that be because there were just more bad homes on the market? Or maybe it's because sellers at the time in 2019 weren't as desperate to sell as sellers today. I typically think that most sellers who have a home on the market today are having to sell that home. There's less people just trying to check out the market, gauge the market, see what they can get. Most people who have a home on the market today are selling because they have to, which means they're going to make that home work. However, you would think that because that's the case, the list to sell price ratio would be lower. Rather than 97.9%, how it was in 2019, it would be even lower than that. But on the contrary, the numbers today show that 98.4% of the list price, that's what homes are selling at. So homes are selling at 98.4%, which is higher than it was in 2019. And that's even with people being more desperate to sell that are currently on the market. However, there were 12,800 homes that sold in 2019 and through that time period. And right now, that's actually January through September of 2019. And right now, there's only been 10,000. So that's probably part of the reason why, is because less homes are on the market to sell and less homes are being sold. So that's kind of balanced out the desperation of sellers with the limited inventory that we have. And homes today are actually selling on average 39 days on the market. So they're actually selling faster than they did in 2019. So anyway, that's just some numbers. So there's kind of like good news and bad news. You can really spin it however you want to, but I like to kind of present both sides and let you guys kind of determine based on your situation. Everybody has a different situation, right? Where are things at and where are they going? So I would tell you right now, if you're a seller, hey, put your home on the market if you got to sell. Obviously, you need to price it accurately. Don't try to shoot for the moon right now. This is not the market to shoot for the moon. Interest rates are over 8%. Mortgage rates are over 8%. We can't really waste time on the market. So also, I would tell you, if you have to move in a certain time frame, go ahead and list your house at least 2 months prior to that time frame, simply because it's probably going to be sitting on the market for 3 to 4, maybe 5 weeks before you get a contract. Some homes, if you got a really nice updated home, it might sell quicker. Or if you price it really competitively, it might sell quicker. So those are kind of the tips for sellers. If you're a buyer in this market, you're just going to have to be patient. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to wait for the right home. You might have to see more homes right now. I think most of the time, if you see 5 to 10 homes and you still can't figure out, just really don't know that the market, it might be because the market just isn't supplying what you really want, and you're just going to have to be patient. Because typically if you see up to 10 homes and you still haven't made a decision, your criteria is probably not what the market is supplying. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. There's a lot of news. The NAR trial started last week. There's been a lot of information coming out about that. Basically, where I think we're at is we're coming upon a time where buyer agents are going to have to figure out how to make their value proposition. People who are newer to the industry are going to have to figure out ways to earn their commission. What you'll see is you see more experienced agents getting a higher pay, less experienced agents getting a lower pay. And so it's going to be more reflective of the experience that you provide people and the value proposition that you offer to buyers rather than simply a flat commission across the board, which in my opinion is probably a long time coming. I mean, I do think from that perspective, we do need more balanced and fair approach to the commission value because, when I was a new agent, I didn't know as much 8 years ago as I do now. And I'm much better prepared to work with clients now and provide a lot of valuable experience and tips that I didn't know then. And you just don't know. So, we don't have an apprenticeship in real estate. Like we don't have a 2-year experience gainer before you go out there and on your own. And that's something that that's going to be changed now. Maybe that's something that people will be able to offer. I don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of things that are up in the air as we move forward through this whole process. But I'm excited. I think it's really cool because we're going to have new opportunities to create and invent and reinvent the wheel when it comes to real estate. So I'm looking forward to it. As always, I'm going to bring it to you guys first every Monday right here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you'll have a great week.